Hello, Kelly. Today's video comes to you in 3 parts. Part 1, our name, our channel name. So I was looking at our channel name right after I made it, and I kept thinking, this looks wrong somehow. It just doesn't look right. And I was like, oh, come on, Laura. It's because it's like 2 words combined, squished together. And then I looked a little closer after I posted my first video, and I realized I'd spelled velociraptor wrong. It's got an I instead of an E. Velociraptor. Anyway, part 2. Stephanie, you asked to see Stephanie. Unfortunately, Stephanie is not here because on Monday she has classes like all day and like meetings. But today is her birthday. So wish her happy birthday. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Yay! Part 3. Last week, right after I made my video, I went to dinner, and in my head, I started compiling a list of 10 things that people do that annoy me. So without further ado, here's that list. 10, when people like take a sip of something and they go, ah, afterward, like it's so refreshing. It is the most annoying thing in the world. I had a coworker a few years ago who did that. I wanted to slap him in the face every single time. Number 9. 9, when people like stand in small corridors when you're trying to get by and they're like having a conversation and yada yada yada. And then you're like, excuse me, and you're trying to like squeeze through and you're like, excuse me, pardon, excuse me, and they're just like not moving, and then finally, you know, you need to get somewhere, so you kind of like squeeze by and they look at you like you're so rude. Number 8, when people don't flush when they're using a public toilet. Ew. I know you're trying to conserve water with the whole if it's yellow let it mellow thing, but no, not in public. Do that in the privacy of your own home. Number 7, when people leave things messy and don't even try and clean up, like when people like leave their plates on the table or whatever, drop napkins and don't even bother to try and pick them up. There's a bit of a theme for a few of these. Number 6, when people spit their gum into the water fountain, because I have to use that water fountain and I don't want your chewed up gum there. Spit it in the freaking trash can. Number 5, when people need to have a comment for everything. It's really fun to be in class with these people. Number 4, when people ask why you're being so quiet, like you're just sitting there chilling, they're like, why are you being so quiet? What's wrong? And you want to be like, I'm just an introvert. Sorry. Number 3, when people are like inviting you to go somewhere and you're like, oh no, sorry, I forgot like a 10-page paper, and they feel like you're being rude. Not rude, I don't want to fail out of school. Number 2, when people treat people who are like custodians or food service people like crap. I can't stand it. I've you know, been a food service person, and I've been someone who cleans up after people, and I hate it when you're trying to like serve people and they're just being rude and mean to you, and you know, you're just trying to help them and they treat you like a lesser being. No. Those people are people too, and you need to treat them like people. And number 1, when people are intolerant of people. It's like the Westboro Baptist Church. People, they are intolerant, and what they do is not cool. But when people say that they hate them, they're not being very tolerant. We need to understand that, once again, these people are people too, and maybe they just haven't learned very good values, or values that we abide by, but they're people, and we need to remember that. And this pastor down in Florida who was like burning the Quran, we need to remember that he's a person too, as hard as that may be. Okay. Love you muchly. Bye-bye.